Hey folks, it's me, Aubby. Tennis. Hey man, can you get off the court? We've been wanting to play for like 20 minutes.
I want you to close your eyes for a moment.
The last time someone asked me to do this, I was in a Pizza Hut bathroom.
All right, now open them. Congrats, you just wasted $70. The past 10-ish years of the Mario Tennis series hasn't been the most charming. Sure, Camelot, the studio behind the Mario Tennis series, did release some amazing sports games, but that all changed when the Wii U hit the dance floor. In late 2015, Nintendo and Camelot released Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I generally don't know what's worse, this game or constipation. Ultra Smash was a $60 E3 build. Like, sure, things were added into Ultra Smash past the 2015 demo build, but I've just been showing you E3 footage this entire time and you didn't even tell a damn difference. Then we got Mario Tennis Aces, releasing in June 2018, obviously got a lot more content than Ultra Smash, as well as a way better reception. However, have you ever heard of the term drip feeding?
I like to drip feed my children spaghetti sometimes.
To me, this is the game that started Nintendo's fun little phase of slowly updating and completing a game little by little, drip feeding, as in every single update, Aces would allow you to play in an online tournament where you'd be able to unlock a brand new character. This to me tremendously killed any hype or fun Aces had. It really didn't make me want to get back on and play an online game using my Nintendo Switch Online subscription just to play a f***ing Boom Boom. Finally, on the Nintendo Direct September 12, 2025 edition, Nintendo wanted to celebrate the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary, and nothing says Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary better than tennis. Alongside a Super Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 edition and a brand new Yoshi game, Nintendo announced Mario Tennis Fever. It was not a good day for Mario baseball fans. This tennis game had a lot going on when it got announced. Brand new Fever rackets with special abilities, that f***ing talking flower that I hate commentating tennis matches, competing in trial matches with special stipulations, a bunch of brand new match types, including stuff with wonder flowers that change the effects of the court. Hell, they even made Baby Wario and Baby Waluigi a thing. But as the days got closer and closer to launch, my mind lingered on Mario Tennis Aces, how that game was really short on expectations with just constant updates that, while it did add in a bunch of brand new content, never really kept players from coming back. Plus, $70 for a tennis game? Really? In no conceivable world should a damn tennis game cost $70. What are you, 2K? I don't know. I might be getting a little ahead of myself. Maybe there's something in this package that makes it worth $70.
I need to quit saying that.
Alright, fine. There's really no justification for Nintendo's pricing of games, really. What matters is that the game is fun and keeps fans interested for the weeks, months, or even years to come. So it's time to go with this little rally of doubt. Let's serve up some Mario Tennis Fever and see if it truly deserves to receive a match point.
God, I'm so funny.
When you start up the game, you get an incredibly fast startup from boot to the opening cutscene. Guess what other tennis game had a quick loading screen? Now, I'm not exactly harping on this detail, but every Nintendo enthusiast out there was praising Mario Tennis Fever for how insanely fast the load times are. Mario Tennis Aces was just as fast when booting up the game. Plus, the Switch 2 has been known for how fast the boot times are with any game. Just look how fast Bubsy Paws on Fire loads. This is a very bad example, but you get my point. Alright, let's just get to the part that pisses me off the most. Adventure mode. The story goes that the Mushroom Kingdom is hosting an awesome tournament where tennis stars from far and wide gather for the event. Oh my god, I know what Nintendo could do next. But before the event takes place, Daisy becomes extremely sick with absolutely no signs of improving.
I just got your test results. Been diagnosed with Mario Tennis Fever.
Oh my god!
But thank God, Wario and Waluigi show up to save the day. You know, the bad guys.
I hope these assholes get turned into babies soon.
Wario and Waluigi talk about a golden fruit that supposedly will cure Daisy for ailments. No reason, no actual disease was described for Daisy or what the golden fruit actually does. It's just something for her to eat. So the gang of Mario, Luigi, and Peach alongside Wario and Waluigi set off to a remote island to find and grab the golden fruit to help cure Daisy. But it was a trick all along, as Wario and Waluigi revealed that they were really just here for a lift to find buried treasure.
Okay. I mean, they legit showed where the golden fruit was. The least Mario could have done was giving them a lift or something.
So, Mario and Luigi grabbed the golden fruit. These cutscenes, by the way, look like a mix of Source Filmmaker and AI. I just want to put that out there. But Wario and Waluigi got a bit too careless and awakened the ancient evil that haunts these ruins. Scuttlebugs. And before long, those same Scuttlebugs and Fuzzies transform our heroes and villains into baby versions of themselves.
No!
Can I talk about how the story mode sucks now? The story? Stupid. Redundant. It went from Daisy being deadly ill to baby Waluigi. Not to mention, this game has you play through a 2-hour tutorial that's essentially a rinse and repeat cycle. You go talk to Toad where he tells you to do a specific tennis move, you do a minigame relating to said move, and then you play tennis against a robot. Rinse and f***ing repeat. And sure, there's other side things that happen, like taking a quiz about tennis lingo or facing off against Toad. But there's absolutely nothing new until the 2-hour mark where you finally play the actual story mode to turn yourself back to normal. And you want me to tell you what really pisses me off about this game? There's already 2 how-to-play systems in this game already, and what happens when you first boot up the game? During the 2-hour tutorial phase of the story mode, you're able to unlock fever rackets as you rank up till you finish the tutorial section. But guess what you win once you beat the adventure mode?
Nothing.
You get absolutely nothing but a pat on the f***ing back and a badge that says you beat adventure mode. But after that, really, the game does get better. Next up is tournament mode, featuring 3 cups with increasing difficulty, games, and sets. As I continue to play this game, I keep on seeing the talking flower. He was like absolutely everywhere. He was prominent in the story mode, and now he's commentating on my tennis match. This is the first Mario character to speak in full sentences since Super Mario Sunshine. The talking flowers piss me off so much, yet I choose to keep commentary on. Him being on the left side of my screen fuels me to keep going. I don't really know why the talking flowers make me mad, but then it hit me. The same voice actor for the talking flower also voices Zavok. Nothing against the VA, mind you. I just really hate Zavok. Anyways, what the f were we talking about? Oh yeah, the Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics.
This is the worst tennis game of all time.
But yeah, there's really nothing special about tournament mode. It's just 3 rounds. Sometimes the games and sets increase, but all in all, there's nothing really exhilarating about this. Some people were saying that the Star Cup was extremely hard and no joke, but I picked Bowser Jr. along with the fire racket, shot my fever shot, and then I just spammed drop shots until the CPU burned itself. Let's move on to the trial towers, which actually has a cool little thing to it that was completely absent in the advertising. You got the 3 towers, each with increased difficulty as you beat the towers one by one. The towers are basically like event matches in Super Smash Bros. You're given a challenge where everyone has a swerve racket, or you play as a giant Waluigi bullying 3 baby characters. The cool thing about the trial towers is that after beating all 3, you unlock all trials mode, which allows you to play every single trial from the towers, complete with extra objectives for you to clear. Right now, I'm stuck on the mission Clever Curves, where you're not allowed to leap. I'm really confused by that, but from my understanding, this probably means I can't do fever shots because I jump, I can't do star shots because I do a hop, and I know for a fact that any extra movement in my swings counts as a leap. I'm never 100%ing this game. The free play is just what you would expect. It's just a customizable game of tennis. You can choose to bring 2 fever rackets into play, which is fun, allowing you to swap between the 2 rackets before your next serve. This is something I didn't know about. Tapping an amiibo allows you to change the ball into a character-themed ball for a session. I remember tapping the special Gold Mario amiibo into Ultra Smash allowed you to partner up with Gold Mario. So maybe they sort of kept that Easter egg with making the ball gold. Nintendo f***ing hates fun. What I found really cool is that there was an alternate costume for Luma to become Luma Lee, who was the shop Luma in Super Mario Galaxy, as well as being the nihilistic Luma in the Mario movie. Mix It Up is next. This is really where the fun shines in Mario Tennis Fever if you're either playing by yourself or hanging out with friends.
Marcus, I'm so excited to finally play some ring shot with you.
You interrupted my everybody 1-2 switch porn for this.
There's everybody 1-2 switch porn.
Mix It Up has 5 special matches as well as a special score challenge mode. The first special match is Ring Shot, where you gotta play against an opponent where you hit balls through rings, where the more rings the ball goes through, the more points you'll get. Next is Forest Court Match, where piranha plants will eat balls aimed at them and spit it back out at the opposing player, while also causing the court area they're on to get bigger. This kind of reminds me of the Mario Tennis Aces Piranha Plants fight, actually, where you gotta aim at the plants with, you know, tennis balls. Pinball match is extremely cool. Waluigi Pinball returns from Mario Kart as a Mario Tennis stage, which is literally awesome. It gives Waluigi more time to shine, obviously, because the majority of Nintendo fans love Waluigi. There's pinball bumpers that pop up that will bounce both the balls and the players, and sticking 3 balls into the other player's pinball hole lets you hit the jackpot and making it easier for you to win. Racket Factory is fun. Here you start off with personal rackets and spots on the floor will light up. Hitting those lit up spots will spawn in a fever racket you can pick up and use. Finally, we got Wonder Court matches. God damn it, it's the flower again. Obviously inspired by Super Mario Bros. Wonder, you play on the Flower Kingdom Court, where instead of points, you get Wonder Seeds for each successful game. As well as that, there's a Wonder Flower you can hit that completely changes the game, where the tides can instantly change. And if you don't win, it just feels a little awkward after, like the slow fade to black just feels like it's never meant to happen. The score challenge portion is just basically trying to set a specific score in a mini game, each with varying difficulties. Then once completing all difficulty challenges, you're able to play a score attack mode where your goal is to get S rank. It's now time for me to say my classic catchphrase.
Score attack mode.
Finally, we have swing mode, which is basically the same as swing mode in Mario Tennis Aces. Think of this like playing Wii Sports Tennis, only with a bit more of an emphasis on the tennis aspect instead of just swinging a Wii remote. It's kind of easy, yet also difficult to play this mode. You can let your character move on their own while you swing, but you can also move them using the joystick. As well as that, the swings you attempt must be in a different direction depending on the shots you want to try, though the only way to learn about that is through the how-to menu. And that's really it for the single player modes. Time for hell. Mario Tennis Aces is like a fighting game when it came to online matches, and if you like that game's online mode, then FIFA is right up your alley. The meta for me is using Rosalina and the Swerve Racket because her lob shots are absolutely insane. I will now be switching to Rosalina with the Amp Racket because this match pissed me off so much.
And that was Mario Tennis Fever. Now for the big question. Is Mario Tennis Fever worth $70? I need to quit saying that.
There's a lot of content in Mario Tennis Fever, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near the $70 price point. The story mode is probably the worst out of all of this. You're expecting me to praise Baby Waluigi's debut when this is just a glorified tutorial? Plus, there's like a lot of reused content in this game, and if you're new to Mario Tennis, you really wouldn't notice. Like, you'll never guess how long they've been using the tennis announcer's voice for. Not the talking flower commentary, the guy that goes 15 love. They've been using this guy since Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube. 15 love. But Mario Tennis Fever is seriously a fun game. It's ranked online is where the game truly shines, as this is just what Aces is, but a lot more impactful. Does it suck that this is a $70 Switch 2 title? Yes. Does it suck that this is essentially Nintendo's first big release of 2026? Yes. Does it suck that this was #1 on the eShop's bestsellers list? Absolutely. But legit, wait for a reseller or wait for the game to go on sale, because underneath all the unnecessary Nintendo bullshit is truly a fun tennis game.
If Mario Tennis Fever has taught me anything, is that tennis is f***ing fun. And to prove it, I'm going to challenge my friends to a tennis game to see how much I've improved as a tennis player.
Aubby, you never gave me a tennis racket.
Body shot. 15 love!